All right, so now I'm going to show you how to both divide with exponents and how to raise an exponent to another exponent, or that can also be called power of power. So a couple things I want to review before I do this video. Okay, so remember 4 squared is equal to 4 times 4, not 4 times 2. Okay, every number has an invisible exponent of 1, so if you don't see an exponent there, there's actually an invisible exponent of 1. Okay, so 4 is actually equal to 4 to the first, and vice versa. And 4 to the 0 is equal to 1. Okay, now that is not the same as 4 to the first power, just 1. Okay, now I'll come back to these problems here later if I don't see any like them in my examples here. So I have 4 to the third over 4 to the second. So this is pretty basic. If the numbers in front of your exponents are the same, you can do this trick. So that's called a base. So you're going to keep that 4, and you're simply going to subtract the 3 minus the 2. Basically, you're subtracting the top exponent minus the bottom exponent. So 3 minus 2 is 1. All right, so we have an exponent of 1, which could also be written simply as 4, but in this case, 4 to the first power. So 4s are the same, so I can do this. Keep the 4, subtract your exponents. 6 minus 2 is also 4. All right. 6s are the same. The numbers in front of your exponents are the same. Subtract your exponents. 6 minus 4 is 2. All right, and here's one very similar to what I was writing over there. So I won't have to do that one again. Okay, so we have 6 to the 5th over 6 with no exponent. Again, if there's no exponent, there's actually an invisible exponent of 1. So this would be 5 minus 1, which is 4. So this would be the same as 6 to the 4th. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and do this one. All right, so again, don't overcomplicate things. It's an exponent of 0. The bases are the same, those numbers in front of the exponents. So 3 minus 0 is 3, so we still just have 4 to the third. Or another way of looking at this is 4 to the third over 4 to the 0. We know anything over 0 actually equals 1. Anything over 1 is just whatever that number is. All right. So, and once again, I'm going to show you why this trick works. I think that's helpful. All right. So I'm going to do this one a little quicker. All right. So before they do this, let me remind you that, well, actually, I'm going to write this one out because I think my explanation might be a little bit better. All right. So we have 6 to the, we have 6 to the 5th over, I'm going to make it 6 to the 2nd. I'm not going to do that problem over there. I'm just going to do this one. All right, so before I do this, I want to remind you, 6 divided by 6 is 1, okay? Because 6 goes into both of these and would give us 1 over 1, and 1 over 1 is just 1. All right, so keep that in mind. So 6 to the 5th is the same as 6 times 6 times 6 times 6 times 6, all right? So I'm gonna run out of room here, but oh well. All right, and 6 squared is 6 times 6. Well, fractions are very similar to division, okay? So 6 divided by 6, we said that earlier, this is both 1 and 1, all right? 6 divided by 6 is 1 and 1. So up here we have 1 times 1 times 6, well that's just 6. So we have 6 times 6 times 6, which is the same as 6 to the third, over 1 times 1, which is just 1. And as we said earlier, when you put anything over 1, it really doesn't change its value. We could simplify it and write 6 to the third. So that's why dividing exponents with the same base, you can use the trick of just subtracting the top exponent minus the bottom exponent.